Hello, welcome to Legendary Tractors. Today I thought it would be a great day to take a look at a brochure put out by Allis-Chalmers sometime around 1980 or 81. How do I know it's from then? Well, because it features the model 7010 tractor, which was only made during that time period. Kind of a bit of a rare tractor actually. There were only 2,436 built. We will also look at the 7020, 7045, 7060, and 7080 models as well. We'll finish out the video with a look at Sandy Lake Implement from Sandy Lake, Pennsylvania. Their name is stamped on the brochure, and unlike so many of the other dealer names on my collection of literature, these folks are still in business. Alrighty then, let's get going. 7080, 7060, 7045, 7020, 7010. The Power Squadron. The features that make Allis-Chalmers better by design.
You're not going turbo, are you?
Turbo?
Only Allis-Chalmers turbocharges all its over 100 horsepower tractors for top fuel economy and performance. It figures, because Allis-Chalmers has been designing and making turbocharged diesels for farm tractors longer than anybody else. So it's no wonder our diesels are years ahead in productivity, fuel economy, and dependability. Ahead, because turbocharging packs more air into combustion chambers for better fuel economy, responsiveness, and torque that's needed for today's cost-conscious farming. Allis-Chalmers saves horsepower through variable volume, variable pressure hydraulics. You're wasting fuel and horsepower if your tractor's hydraulic system spends its life operating at constant pressure or at constant volume. That's why Allis-Chalmers designed variable volume, variable pressure hydraulics for these 106 to 181 horsepower two-wheel drive tractors. This unique load-sensitive system with Power Saver sensor determines the load and makes a precision match between demand and volume and pressure. Easily lift even the biggest 24-row planter or operate the largest hydraulic motor. The power saved goes to the drawbar. Allis-Chalmers variable volume, variable pressure hydraulics work with less load, therefore producing less heat. The advantage for you is a cooler running, longer lasting hydraulic system.
What do you say we cut through all this pre-foreplay crap and get to the good stuff?
Wait just a minute.
Only Allis-Chalmers has a 12-speed power shift with 6 continuous on-the-go shifts. More speeds from 2.5 to 6.5 miles per hour than any other competitor. Your benefit is increased productivity and better fuel economy. This transmission gives the best possible match between ground speed and draft load conditions. Choose fast or slow gear range and shift smoothly through 6 on-the-go forward settings without clutching or stopping.
We're about to get to the good part.
7080, 181 horsepower, the leader of our big power pack.
There's your new leader of the pack right there.
Here's the biggest of the best, bringing 12-row performance in at down-to-earth prices. The 7080 leads the big power pack with a massive 181 PTO horsepower. Compare the 7080 to any other two-wheel drive tractor on the market. You'll find others sidestepped any grill-to-grill matchup because the 7080 gives you high-performance features like exclusive 20-speed power director transmission, standard, big multi-disc wet master clutch, planetary final drives, and big rear axles. Large 47 gallon per minute hydraulic system. Category 3 3-point hitch with a full 5.4 inch of draft arm float. 7060, 161 horsepower, proving big muscle runs in the family.
Big muscle boy.
Big power, big performance, no matter what the tractor size. That's a tradition in the rising power family from Allis-Chalmers, and the 7060 is a hard-working example. From the rugged, adjustable front axle right through to the beefy hitch and drawbar, the 7060 has the heft to handle wide-working, deep-running tools, taking all the acres your workdays can throw at it. The reasons why the 7060 can outperform others in its class are many. Here are just a few. Power director transmission with 20 forward speeds standard, or you can choose the optional 12-speed power shift transmission that shifts on the go through 6 speed selections in each of 2 ranges. Rugged powertrain takes conflict out of matching workload to torque with multi-disc wet master clutch and planetary final drives. Operator pampering comfort, convenience, and safety. Acoustic Cab 2 provides a spacious, quiet office. Outside grab handles and angled steps make getting in and out really easy. Put the 7060 up against any other tractor. See how many of the standard features become options on the others, and you'll see how taking the field with another brand is taking a step down in performance and in value. 7045, 146 horsepower. New, increased power, time-proven reliability.
Spectacular reliability!
Meet the pride of our big family, big, brawny. The 7045 moves out with an easy stride, puts wide-working tools down to their hubs and heads for the horizon without a whimper, delivering performance and reliability proven over millions of hours of work. This work package has a new turbocharged power and features that make it the best dollar-for-dollar buy in its horsepower class. The list of hard-working improvements and field-proven features continues with the 20-speed power director transmission, standard. For increased shift on-the-go capability, there's the optional 12-speed power shift transmission. Multi-disc wet master clutch, bronze-faced and oil-cooled to dissipate heat and last longer. Planetary final drives, combined with Husky 3.75-inch diameter heat-treated rear axles. A 45-gallon per minute hydraulic system includes a 22-gallon per minute closed center load-sensitive circuit which controls both flow and pressure to the 3-point hitch and remote outlets. Category 2 or 3 3-point hitch includes sway box, swinging drawbar, and full 5.4-inch draft arm flow. Available with a quick hitch option. 7020, 123 horsepower, delivering sizzling performance, designed for cool running reliability. If you're thinking about going over 115 horsepower, think 7020. The tractor that won't force you into overpricing for big power or underpowering your farm to meet a price. And you get the kind of trend-setting performance you'd expect from the manufacturer with the most experience in building turbocharged, intercooled diesel power for farm tractors. Your new 7020 also comes with proven Allis-Chalmers advantages like the choice of 12, 16, or 20-speed transmissions, exclusive variable volume, variable pressure hydraulics, exclusive traction booster system, Category 2 or 3 3-point hitch. 7010, 106 horsepower, the feature attraction.
It's an interesting picture.
This picture looks a little bit different than all the rest. I'm going to speculate a little bit, but I think this brochure probably started when Allis-Chalmers was still marketing the Model 7000 tractor. At some point, they decided to build the 7010, and this photograph is a result of that decision. All the rest of the pictures in the brochure were taken with a yellow filter. The camera settings for this picture are totally different as well.
And now back to our regularly scheduled show.
Meet the 7010 from Allis-Chalmers. At 106 PTO horsepower, it is packed with performance extras in every important department. Extras thoroughly proven on other Allis-Chalmers tractors, but far less common in competitive tractors this size. It all starts with a 7010's rugged 301 cubic inch diesel delivering 106 PTO horsepower while it sips on fuel. Turbocharged by people who brought turbocharging to the farm. It's rated at 2300 RPM for performance and fuel economy. So you know it'll give you a lifetime of hard work. Choose from 3 transmissions. The 16-speed Power Director transmission with shift on the go comes standard. A 20-speed version is optional. Your third option is our exclusive 12-speed power shift transmission that provides on-the-go shifting through 6 forward speeds in each of 2 ranges without clutching or stopping. The powerhouses. The turbocharged 670T engine in the 7045 and the turbocharged and intercooled 670i in the 760 and the 670HI and the 7080 are Allis-Chalmers 6-cylinder 426 cubic inch direct injection diesels. The 649i engine on the 7020 is both turbocharged and intercooled. The 649T is turbocharged on the 7010. 301 cubic inches of proof that only Allis-Chalmers engines can combine big power with the efficiency of compact displacement. The inline design of all Allis-Chalmers engines means you can count on more torque, more lugging power under heavy loads.
There was something about this that was so powerful, it was almost overwhelming.
It is so powerful.
So powerful, so strong.
The turbocharged advantage comes from packing more air into the combustion chambers. Delivers better fuel economy with the responsiveness and torque needed for today's high-powered farming. 20 forward speeds. Exclusive Power Director transmission. Hit the fields with more usable speeds in the heavy tillage range. Up to 14 speed selections below 10 miles per hour with 8 located in the 2.5 to 6.5 mile per hour work range. The 20-speed Power Director is standard efficiency on the 7080, 7060, and 7045 tractors. Available as an option on the 7010 and 7020. 16-speed Power Director is standard. The Power Director transmission gives more forward speeds for you to choose and effectively use. The bronze face multi-disc wet master clutch gives you the assurance of brute dependability. The Power Director, smooth, dependable operation that's easy to operate. Power shift transmission. 12 speeds. Choose the range and forget the clutch. Take a Power Shift 7060, 7045, 7020, or 7010 out for a run. You'll see how Power Shift allows big power farming without clutching or shifting. And you'll feel how the Power Shift does it smoother and more efficiently than other competitive attempts. Giving you the Allis-Chalmers exclusive, the Power Shift that doesn't give up horsepower at the drawbar. Just reach for the lever located in the space-saving console on your right. Choose fast or slow gear range and then shift smoothly through 6 on-the-go forward speeds, without clutching or stopping. Here's a total of 12 working speeds and 2 reverse speeds, ranging from 1.7 miles per hour all the way up to 20 miles per hour. Instantly, you can match ground speed to fuel and draft load conditions. A detent at each speed position with an oversized neutral gate lets you lock in the desired speed by feel. No need to take your eyes off the row or the road to shift up or down. Hydraulic heft without hogging horsepower. Exclusive variable volume, variable pressure hydraulics. No wasted fuel or horsepower. Under full load, part load, or no load. That's because this unique system adjusts both volume and pressure to precisely meet demand. Unlike the system on any other tractor, horsepower and fuel are not wasted maintaining either constant volume or constant pressure. Instead, only the power needed to fulfill a demand is used for the hydraulics, leaving more power to go to work at the drawbar. Acoustic Cab 2, taking Hush one step further. First there was Acoustic Cab, the cab that broke the quiet barrier, allowing an Allis-Chalmers tractor to be the first to break below the 80 decibel reading at official test. Now there's Acoustic Cab 2, the cab that no one else can out-hush. Acoustic Cab 2 takes the roar of tractors and purrs it down. And That's when the tractor is under full load with a pressurizer fan on full volume. How important are those decibels? Well, an increase of just 10 decibels between sound level readings indicates a doubling to the ear. So when Acoustic Cab 2 cuts out even a few decibels, it cuts down a lot of aggravation for your ears.
Yeah, it is really quiet.
Comfort that pampers, convenience that performs. The lap of luxury, that's the Acoustic Cab 2. Setting new standards of comfort and convenience that you'll buy the minute you step inside. Swing into the cab. Look out through a panorama of 41 square feet of tinted tempered glass. Door pillars don't block your view through the windshield. The floor-length glass, both front and rear, lets you see the field ahead and the implement behind. And check those side and rear windows. They can be locked open or completely removed. Now look down and see what's missing. No space-robbing mid-mounted levers. All shift and control levers are located to the right of the seat. Suspended brake and clutch pedals open up more floor space. There's even a foot-operated accelerator, optional on the 7020 and 7010, to free your hands for other tasks. And that floor you're standing on is richly covered with a thick rubber foam floor mat. Now take your seat and take in the comfort and convenience features. Your Allis-Chalmers dealer, earning his competitive edge, earning his right to serve you by making a constant commitment to improvement. Take time to get to know your Allis-Chalmers dealer. You'll see how he keeps his competitive edge by never taking your business for granted. I love to see dealer names on the brochures that I buy. It gives a little more context and history regarding the machines that are in the brochures. Unfortunately, most of the dealers on these brochures have gone by the wayside, much like the tractors that they were selling. This one, however, Sandy Lake Implement Company, is still in business. It was a pleasant surprise to find this out when I did an internet search. These days, there are not so many farm tractors on their lot, as they appear to have moved more towards small hobby farm, turf, and homeowner types of equipment. Remarkably, their phone number is still the same as the one on the brochure. While things have changed for Sandy Lake Implement, they proudly claim their heritage as an Allis-Chalmers dealer from when they started the business in 1954 in their bio on their website. I hope that you've enjoyed this video on the Allis-Chalmers 7080, 7060, 7045, 7020, and 7010 tractors. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time here on Legendary Tractors. I hope that you have a great day.